What up, everybody? Welcome back to another vlog. Welcome back to me life. Now, I know most of you out there are gonna get hate, and most of you out there are gonna get love. Now, usually 60% of the time you're gonna get hate, and it's been lately I've been trying to figure out why people are like this. And don't get me wrong, like, I've been in this position before, and I'm trying to, and it's starting to like really come to me, like, why was I doing it? Why was I saying these things? Why was I being this way? Why was I commenting this way? And it just really comes down to that person is doing what you're not doing, and that person is doing what you want to be doing but you're not doing. Even though they're falling off and struggling with it, they just keep going and keep pushing, keep seeking for answers. And for you to see that happen and you're not doing anything, and for you to see the action, it's going to tear you up because you're not doing it. And which is understandable, because again, I've been this person, I've been this commenter, I've been this person that hates, and it's kind of hard for me to see it, what they're saying about me, and it's hard for us not to turn around and say, well, you're doing this, and so what if I'm doing this, and you're doing that. And I mean, it's very hard not to turn around and start pointing fingers back at them. In all reality, if they're hating on what, like, what you're doing, or they're trying to guide you in ways that you don't want to be going, or they're trying to say that the things that you're doing that they're not seeing that you're actually doing, they're just thinking it. You're gonna have these people, and oh, I'm kind of losing track of it. But what I'm basically trying to say is that you're gonna so yeah, like, trying to figure out why these people, or why we do this and why we have been doing this. And when this happens and you think that you're pushing forward and you give it your all and you give it everything that you got, and all of a sudden nothing works out anymore, and then you just fail from it, and then and then you start seeking for answers, and people start giving you suggestions and giving you answers, and they're saying, well, you keep falling off, and this is why you're this way, and this is why you're doing this, and this is why you're doing that, because you keep doing this and you keep doing that. And it's just, I don't want to put in all explanations, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, that people will keep bringing back the old, what you keep repeating and stuff like that. But what they're not seeing is that you are trying, is that you are giving the action. They're just not taking the time to ask you what's going on, or taking the time to ask you how you feeling and stuff. So it leaves you to question, are you doing it right? Are you going the right way? Are you supposed to be doing what you're doing? It leaves us to question that every single time we get someone to say, well, this is why you're doing it, and that's why this is happening. And if you know why it's happening, and you know what's doing it, and you're trying to learn from it, just know that it will take time. Things do take time, especially if you're doing it by yourself and you're trying to seek for answers and you're trying to ask for help. Like, for example, I got told that I'm just being a whiner, and I'm not being a grown man for what I'm doing and for what I'm asking and for what I'm seeking for. Like, that's just false, completely false. Like, yeah, I'm upset, yeah, I'm hurt, I'm frustrated at why it's happening, and all this stuff. I'm not blaming others for my decisions that I'm making. It's just frustrating to try to seek for that, and you're getting the wrong answers, and then you fail again, so it hurts. Like, it just, and then people come back and say you're doing it wrong, when really they don't know what you're actually trying to do, or what you've been trying to do, because they don't bother to ask or listen to you or try to understand you. And you're gonna get those people that hate, but you're also gonna see that somebody is out there that does care and does understand you, no matter what you do. Like, if you get frustrated, if you get upset, this person just continually just wants to help you because they see it. So that's why it can push you, that's what can help you push through the people that are always hating on you and always saying what you're doing wrong and always bringing back the things that you're doing wrong. They're just, I think, my belief is that I think they're, we were just jealous of that they're doing what you're not doing. Like I said, I've been in this position before. I've been the one that's commented like this and being this way before. So now I'm seeing it, that it's towards me more, and I'm trying to address the fact that like I mean, it's okay, like whatever you're going through, whatever you're struggling with, whatever you keep falling off with, it's okay as long as you keep going. You're not failing, you're not doing any of that. As long as you keep going and keep trying to seek for it, no matter how you do it, don't let anybody get you down of how you're doing it and what you're trying to do. Don't let someone, you know, try to pity you and try to, like, if you are working hard and you are trying to push towards it, whatever, it's okay to fall off. It's okay to fall back. It's okay to make the mistakes. Like, it's okay to do these things. And it's funny, I get called like illiterate. I got called I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to speak properly. I don't know how to type properly. And in all reality, I try to explain that, yeah, I type really, really fast. My mind's going faster than most, and it's hard for me to type, so I don't think ahead. I don't edit when I am commenting. So yeah, I do typo and I do misspell things and stuff like that, but if I really actually look at it and try to edit it and try to like look into it and fix everything and post it, it's like they still miss it, and they still miss what I'm actually trying to say. So they just still turn around and call me illiterate, and you're just a drug addict, and you just be doing drugs, and blah 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 blah. And man, really, like, really, calling someone down, like saying you're illiterate, and just calling anybody anything. You're not any better. You're not any better calling someone down for what they're doing. You're not, like, you really, in all reality, you're not any better calling somebody names for what they're actually doing. You're not any better. Like calling someone illiterate because they're not doing something properly, or not spelling the way they want you to spell, or saying they're not going through life properly because they're not taking the steps that you have taken, or saying that, you know, someone keeps falling off because they're not staying on top the way you are. Like, if they're not doing what you're doing, leave it at that. Just do what you gotta do. I mean, like I said, from the beginning of this video, sorry, I'm kind of losing track here, but from the beginning of this video, what I was like basically trying to say is that like why people do it is because, you know, because they're not doing what you're doing, so they're gonna say everything they can to bring you down and make you feel like you're not doing it right, when all reality you are doing it right. You just have a little setback and you're trying to figure it out, and you're unsure of what to actually do. So these people will turn around and call you all these names and say you're doing this because you're not doing it the way they're doing it, and they're jealous because they're not doing what you're doing. Does that make any sense? And if you don't understand what I'm saying, rewind that and go back to what I was saying. Like, basically, that's just it. And that's what I've been going through, and it sucks. I'm not a whiner. I'm just hurt. And it happens. We all been hurt. So you can't put somebody down for acting the way they're acting when, again, in all reality, if you were going through this and somebody was talking about you like this, you wouldn't like it. Like, no matter what, if it was about your family member, about your friend, or if it was about how you're feeling about something you like, if somebody was putting you down for what you're doing, you would not like it. And if you take a second and rethink about that and put yourself in that position and put yourself in something that you've been hurt about, put yourself in that position for a second, what you went through. And that's exactly how that person is feeling when they're trying to explain to you that they're not being a man, or they're not being the way you want them to be. I just laugh when people call me a whiner, and I do question it, and we will question it. We will sit back and say, am I, or am I doing it right? If you're questioning it, I've mentioned this before, if you're questioning it, you're doing it right. You're doing it the way you're supposed to be doing it. You're doing it the way you feel you want to be doing it. So yeah, keep that going. Keep that energy flowing. Like I say, my days aren't perfect, as you guys, some of you guys do follow on Facebook, and I do see you do follow, and I know that because I can tell by your comments on my statuses. I just know that people are watching, and if you are watching and you do understand what I'm saying, when I say give this video a thumbs up, jump over to my YouTube page, give it a thumbs up, show it some love, give my page a subscribe if you haven't yet. So I'm going to end this with, don't complain, you're not going to make a change. And I do say that, I don't complain. It seems like I'm complaining half the time, but I'm trying to change it. So like I said, I'm not complaining and not changing it. That's why I say don't complain about it if you're not going to change it. Like, I'm changing whatever I'm complaining about. I'm complaining about something and then I'm trying to change it. You're trying to address it to yourself and you're trying to change it. So ending this with don't complain if you're not going to make a change. Keep that head up. Keep smiling, everybody. Much love. Peace out.